Okay, this is an unboxing and product review for the Tramontina, I guess is how you say that?
Tramontina.
Miniature ice maker. Countertop version. It's made of aluminum. Easy to use. 2 ice cube sizes. 9 ice cubes per cycle. 6 to 11 minute cycle time, so it makes 9 ice cubes every 6 to 11 minutes. Holds up to 1.5 pounds of ice, produces up to 26 pounds of ice a day. Isn't that amazing? Picked up this thing at Sam's Club, and there's a receipt, and maybe you can tell there or not, I don't know. Let me get some light on it here. But it was $109, first thing on the list. And we bought it because, well, we live in an apartment and our refrigerator doesn't have an ice maker in it. And I like ice, especially in the summer, to have with nice and cool for some drinks. And interesting to note, though, that right here where it says ice pellets on our receipt, that is ice melt, actually. So we bought an ice maker and ice melt on the same day. Just in case it worked too good, I guess. But we're up here in North Dakota, so we get ice all over the place in the winter, so that's why we got ice melt. But carry on to our product review here. Let's get this thing unboxed. Okay, so we're just going to cut this box open here. It's well taped up, I might add. Pull this down onto my lap, make it a little easier maybe. Okay, so you got some important literature here. How to freeze water, something like that. Quick reference guide, safety warnings. Yeah, ice machines can be very dangerous, I guess. So you want to make sure you got that out of care, clean, troubleshooting, customer service. And actually it looks like they got a customer service number, so that can be helpful, I suppose. How to use controls, stuff like that. So let's get this thing out of here. Or not. Very tightly packaged, I might add. Standard styrofoam collection. It comes with almost anything you buy nowadays. Then it's got this wrap, I'm assuming, to protect the surface of it. Let's get that off of there. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. And another piece of tape over here. But at least they put this on to protect the nice finish, it looks like.
We went with a teal color. Not sure if you can see, but it's a very beautiful, shiny teal. They had it in 3 colors. They had it in red, silver, and teal. That is actually the only teal one they had in the Sam's Club yesterday.
I don't know if there were more colors, but that's all we had yesterday that were available. And it looks like they put all that foam on there to protect the finish, and some plastic up here to protect the top during shipping. So, and looks like that's your ice maker back there. It looks like the metal things are back there that make your ice. So we can get a little light on there for you. And everything is taped together, it looks like. Oops. Looks like you got a tray and a... Looks like you even get an ice scoop. So a miniature ice scoop in there.
Cute little tray.
So, looks like there's more tape to be removed back here. A little hard to reach, but...
Can you help?
I'm all right. Got it. A little piece of tape that was back there.
Now that the tray is out, I'll give you a better shot of... Oh, uh-oh, maybe not. Down in there. It's actually pretty deep down in there. Some kind of maybe drain there in the corner.
It looks like there's a max fill line right here. It says max. So we will read the manual here thoroughly and come back and get it started. Okay, so we've read these instructions thoroughly. A lot of safety precautions. Always pay attention to safety. It's number one. Instructions say to pull out the ice bucket and the scoop, and then pour water in the bottom here to that max fill line that we pointed out earlier.
The first thing the instructions did say to do was to plug it in, which we have done.
Okay, so we put it to the max fill line.
Took almost 3 of those
Huge
size cups to get to the fill line.
Okay, so we went ahead and put in the water, and then we put back in the ice tray here. Left the scoop out, and tells you to close the lid, then turn it on, and you could select small or large ice cubes, whatever you'd like. I'm going to go with large. There's ice bin full indicator, and there's an add water indicator. Now, something has happened up here. This white thing has come up. It's making some sort of a noise.
You can see the water on the way back.
Yep, I can see it running along those silver lines back there, which are probably what's going to freeze up and make ice. Now, it does say that it does not hold ice. So those ice cubes will melt, turn back through the ice cube tray, and turn back in the water. It'll just keep making ice all day long. You are supposed to take the ice out at a certain point and put it in the freezer. It also tells you to use distilled water or purified water rather than tap water, because it can cause residue in the machine and eventually build up, and I guess it stops working. Sounds like this fan over here is kicked on, probably part of the cooling. And it does make a little bit of noise. It's not a huge amount, and we'll come back when we're got some ice made.
We did want to point out these vents on the side. That's where the fan noise is coming from to keep the machine nice and cold. So you want to make sure that the vents aren't against something to help keep the temperature of your machine down. That was pretty much...
There is a big fan on this side that, here I can turn it. There's a big fan on that side that's running, and that's also part of the noise. So, it appears to be blowing out. So this is probably your heat coming out of the machine. as it cools. So, I will say I wouldn't say unhappy, but it's noisier than I thought this machine would be. It does seem to produce a decent amount of noise. I'm hoping the mic's picking that up. I thought it would hold the ice, but it doesn't. You know, you gotta take the ice out, put it in the freezer still. I was hoping to free up some space in our small freezer here, but a little disturbing, the amount of noise that it makes. Not saying I'm unhappy with it. It's not too noisy, but it's noisier than I thought. It's doing something. Here we go. It's doing it, dear.
Oh, they're cute.
Hang on. Should put it over here. And there you go. We have some ice cubes now.
They're hollow. I don't know if you can see that.
Now it does tell you the first few batches to throw out as it makes ice cubes. So, and that was the large ice cube. But yes, they are hollow. That's weird. It is strange. You can kind of
stick your finger in it.
Stick your finger in.
I think yours is too big.
My finger's too big. Let's try yours, dear. Oh, yours is too big too.
Oh, one other little thing I do want to mention from the book, like I kind of talked about the heat, but just a caution note: if you get one of these, direct sunlight or reflection of sunlight may cause this to malfunction. So make sure you keep it out of the sunlight.
We're gonna keep ours kind of next to our fridge here.
Welcome back. It's been a couple of weeks since we bought our ice maker and started our initial review of it. And now that we've had it for a little while, we were going to do a little follow-up once we got accustomed to how it works and everything. When we did it originally, we showed you the ice that was made in the first batch, and it was very tiny. And as you can see, over time, as we used it more, our ice did become bigger. They're still hollow, but they are definitely thicker than they were for the first batch. These ones have been sitting in there a little while, so they're starting to melt. And then when the bin gets full, this little red light goes on, and you can take it out and dump it. We always put ours in a plastic bag and just put it in the freezer. We actually, I think, have really enjoyed having it. It's certainly a handy little tool to have, and it does definitely keep us full of ice, and we don't have to buy ice anymore. One more little thing to mention. My husband said he did try to make small, I should say there's two choices, large or small. I've always thought we've had it on large. My husband said he did try to make small cubes one time, and he didn't notice any difference in the size. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a difference in the size now or not, but that's what he said. And when the ice bin gets full, this little basket, just take it out, dump it in our bag, slips right back in there, close the lid. When the next ice batch is done, it'll fall down and go right in and keep going. That's basically it.